country and for Nigerians.
Here are some of the things you need to know about the new service chiefs. The four of them are of the rank of a major general and its equivalent in the Northeast. Let's dig deeper into the profile of the new service chiefs.
Change of guards as Major General Lucky Irabor, who once served as theater commander in the Northeast region between 2016 and 2017, takes over as the new Chief of Defense Staff from General Gabriel Training and Operations at the Defense Headquarters, Armed Forces of Nigeria. He is an alumnus of the Ghana Armed Forces Staff College, Ghana, the National Defense College, Bangladesh, and the Harvard Kennedy School of Government Executive Program in the United States. The new Chief of Defense Staff Joint Task Force in the Lake Chad Basin area. The operations focused on counterterrorism, counterinsurgency. Taking over from the former Chief of Army Staff is Major General Ibrahim Atahiru. General Ibrahim Atahiru was appointed to lead the offensive against Boko Haram in Northeast region in May 2017. He took over from General Lucky Irabor. Until his appointment as theater commander, General Atahiru at various times served as Director Army Public Relations, Brigade Commander 43 Battalion Calabar, and GOC 82 Division Enugu. For the Navy, Rear Admiral Awal Zuberu Gambo He enlisted into the Nigerian Navy on the 24th of September 1984 as a member of Regular Corps 36 and was commissioned sub-lieutenant on the 24th of September 1988. The new Chief of Naval Staff holds a PGD in Transport Management and a Master's degree in Transport Management. He is also a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management, a fellow of the Certified Institute of Shipping, a fellow of the Institute of Corporate Administration of Nigeria, as well as a fellow of the National Defense College, South Africa. Air Vice Marshal Isiaka Oladayo Amao, who takes over as the new Chief of the Air Staff, was born on the 14th September 1965 in Enugu. He hails from Oshogbo local government area of Osun State, Nigeria. He enlisted into the Nigerian Air Force on the 19th of January 1984 as a member of the 35th Nigerian Defense Academy Regular Course and was commissioned as pilot officer on the 20th of
Even though there's been a lot of clamor for the removal of the service chiefs from all sections of the country, not many saw the president's action coming. So how have the service chiefs fared in the last 5 years? While many would say they've contributed their quota, others believe they've run out of ideas in the fight against Boko Haram. Our correspondent, Oreoluwa Shonibare, reports.
Nigeria, under our administration,
President
insecurity, pervasive corruption, the hitherto unending and seemingly impossible fuel and power shortages are the immediate concerns.
With security topping the list, the team to take on the task of keeping the nation safe was picked. General Abayame Shaking as Chief of Defense Staff, Major General Toka Buratai as Chief of Army Staff, Rear Admiral Ibok Ete Ibas as Chief of Naval Staff, in the siege, with Boko Haram laying claim to territories. And for the most part scored valuable points by reclaiming areas occupied hustlers emerged to put a strain on the efforts of the military, who at this time needed massive funding to galvanize the mission. Financial injections were made with a boost of $593 million in 2017. Additional $1 billion was approved a year later for the prosecution of the insurgency war. However, all that funding appears to have done very little, and as the terror increased, encouragement and support from all corners began to wane. Calls for their sack filled the air, and the matter was discussed at the National Assembly.
The service chiefs we have are not showing good example. And it's
Nigeria, with its vast terrain and semi-porous borders, developing strategies to defeat insurgents can be tasking. And anyone saddled with the responsibility must understand that how much accolade they receive at the end is based on their ability to deliver.
Jobs cut out for them. No doubt expectations from Nigerians are high, and the earlier they begin tackling the challenges, the better. They have on their table the issues of banditry, terrorism, kidnapping, and upholding the territorial sovereignty of the country. Our next report takes a look at the task before the new military chiefs.
Is to be a key performance indicator for the military, as Nigeria continues to intensify its effort in tackling both the security and humanitarian crisis in the region. Banditry and kidnapping are also familiar security challenges in the country. The new military leadership may not be walking into an unfamiliar terrain. The abduction of more than 340 boys in December of last year at a school in the president's home state threw the nation into déjà vu before the boys were released. Averting a recurrence of such daring criminality may be top priority. Nigeria has been facing water resources and what grazing patterns should be adopted. From the north to the south, the seed of discord between farmers and herders keeps sprouting, with the police proving almost incapable of tackling such security complexities. The new service chiefs are expected to consolidate but there are also largely no boots on the ground to secure conquered territories. There are problems of piracy on the waterways and restiveness in the Niger Delta. A proper handshake between the old and the new guard may help in sustaining the gains.
In the nation's capital, residents say they are hopeful that the change will provide the much-needed boost in the fight against insecurity. Our correspondent, Kayla Megwa, feels the pulse of the city's residents and now reports.
We're right here in front of the headquarters of the Nigerian Army, and we're told that there are a lot of meetings going on behind closed doors. The whole place is a beehive of activities following the change of the service chiefs. We're going to be taking the views of regular Nigerians, former military personnel, and lawmakers on what they make of the change of the service chiefs. We begin with retired Lieutenant Commander Solomon Eso, who retired from the Navy 21 years ago. For him, the new Chief of Naval Staff is just what the country needs.
Staff, right? Rear Admiral A.Z. Gambo is somebody I've worked with extensively and is somebody who has the grip, of the rest of the officers. And particularly the fact that he's a young, smart, very